Erwin Morris Godden was born in 1896 and passed on 100 years later. From an early age he was known as Paddy, and it is likely that many in the district would not have known his real first name. Apart from a stint in the police force early in his life and the army during World War II, Paddy spent his life on the land in the Warru-Coronella area near Forbes. Sportsman, yarn spinner, lovable larrikin, superb horseman, bushman and of course musician, he was known and respected by everyone in the district. Paddy loved his music and purchased a concertina in 1912. Many hours of Paddy's story as well as his music have been recorded for the National Library of Australia, so let's listen to him telling the story of his instrument and where he learnt his tunes.
Pat, you're telling me about when you got your concertina, you paid £7.7 for it, wasn't it?
£7.7.
You wouldn't remember
Seven guineas.
You wouldn't remember what year that was, would you?
Well, it was about 1912. The mother was, she seemed to have a good ear for music and knew a lot of old tunes. She used to lilt to me and I learned quite a few off her, you see.
From her lilting?
Hmm.
The old bush musicians could not read music and learned all their tunes by ear, constantly changing them and just putting bits and pieces together. Paddy would go to dances and house parties and hear these tunes and then learn them. There are a lot of superb concertina players in the local area and Paddy soaked up their music. In 1920, Paddy went to Sydney and joined the police force. But the call of the bush was just too great and he was back home within a short time. Daisy King became his wife in 1921 and they stayed in the Warru area and eventually had 4 children. During World War II, Paddy answered the call and enlisted in the army in 1942. He was discharged in 1946 with the rank of sergeant, and again he returned to the bush life that he loved. Paddy's life story and music are available through the National Library of Australia site Trove, and are well worth a listen. All the music we've been playing is from Paddy.
Where's the tune you call Paddle Your Own Canoe, please, Pat?
Paddy's music is not only known in Australia, but has gone worldwide, particularly in the UK, where his tunes are often played by traditional dance bands. Paddy passed on a wonderful poem from his mother about bushranger Ben Hall, and the Ben Hall exhibition at the Forbes Museum features this poem. He was also a wonderful artist, and in his later years shared his art with the staff at the Martyr Nursing Home, where he was dearly loved. I asked him what item had the most significance to him over his long and interesting life. His answer was the telephone.
But I think one of the most wonderful things I experienced, or everyone experienced, was the telephone. Doesn't matter if you were 40 mile away and you were plugged through, or you give a bit of a turn of the handle and someone will lift the receiver 40 mile away in a matter of a few minutes.
Paddy was a wise and talented, lovable larrikin who still remembered fondly in the arms and music of the Forbes area.